Hi guys, how is everyone? Just here at the beach. Beautiful. So these guys here in the tractor, they pick up my rubbish. So I've got like a butler service really. See these guys here in the tractor? They go ahead and they pick up the rubbish here. These guys. So they just went past my bin because there's nothing much in there. You can see the bin up there. And this is like my home. This is like the entertainment system. And these people are definitely looking at me because they keep looking back. They see me walk out of the track here. So this is perfect because they're facing the other way. So every time they turn back, I'm going to try and get them on camera. But you can see the bin there, the white bin. So I actually get my rubbish taken out. Pretty fantastic. Let's see if these people turn around. I'm just going to put the phone on them. We're so far away, so I'm not doing anything anyway, but they keep turning because the lady saw me first and I could see her talk to him. You know, when people like hush hush talk, like they talk at like nudge the elbow, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to stand here so we can see this guy with the white hat turn around. When he turns around, look how awkward an angle it is for him to turn. He's got to basically turn his head as far as he can to look here. The lady like nudged him several times. And it's interesting how many people are involved in the community. I don't know if he's the fisherman from the other day and maybe he thinks, you know, someone from the community has said something and maybe he thinks that I was filming him the other day. I don't know. When I was doing the talk, Are Humans Good? I was in this same spot. But I wonder if they'll turn around again. I'm almost in earshot now. They can almost hear what I'm saying and that it's English. Anyway, see how they're facing that way, exactly that way? To turn his head around and check where I was just then while I was speaking is a massively odd angle. Let's just see what happens here. You can tell he was looking at me. See, now he's turning his head sideways talking to her, but I'm just going to go up even on a worse angle, so if they look, we know for sure. Try and keep the camera there. So yeah, all I was saying was that's my butler service, so I get, you know, my rubbish taken out. It's funny, whenever you put the camera on people, they stop doing what they're doing, they stop gang stalking, so they know it's wrong. You know what I mean? Like if they stop, right, if they are like looking excessively at you, like looking like to the point of, you know, making sure you know that they're looking at you, you know what I mean? Not just a quick glance. They're clearly trying to detail you and identify you. So when you see those overstares, when they're like, you know, trying to identify you and stuff, and it's facial recognition. That's agent activity in their mind, but they're not aware of that, you know. And you notice people turn away, right? They stop. Like he done it like twice, and then he realized I saw him both times, and so now he's stopped completely. And now I think he knows I have the phone out, because the second time he just looked before I turned the phone on them, you know, he could see that I was talking on the phone. It's funny, you know, as soon as you get the phone out, they stop. All the demonic behavior stops unless they're like really in the trip. Like that video, Gang Stalkers Are Egomaniacs. That video, Gang Stalkers Are Egomaniacs, with that guy with the big German Shepherd. He was turning the other way, looking at me like, again, like an angle that was not natural. He's overlooking, really checking for me, obviously. And then he turned around to like staunch stand, like, hey, I see you, You know, like, it's not like I'm making noise or anything when I'm looking through the rubbish. And, you know, if you're staunching someone like that, you're an egomaniac. Because why, if someone's already homeless and struggling, you shouldn't be angry at anything they're doing. You know, they're already down and out. I think this runner here coming will be a cop. It's like they do their training here now, so then they have extra eyes on. Yeah, it's pretty amazing what lengths this community has gone to. It's pretty interesting what lengths that this whole community goes to, you know, they're thinking, oh yeah, you know, we're keeping the peace and stuff, but you can't control the universe, you know. It's neurotic. It's still neurotic. Sorry, I'm just playing with the zoom. It's still neurotic, you know what I mean? So we've got full zoom here, so we can see. Oh no, he's not a cop. Maybe he is because he's fat. I don't know. Why would you start running now? It's getting cold. I mean, I don't even know. Like, no. You know, they're always trying with like different people and stuff, and I don't know, you know, who's who then, because there's too many. You know? It's funny, you know, that lady just there looked up at my entrance here. At the entrance, like, maybe she even knows, like these two, look, they're not concentrating on me at all. And there's nothing like, I can't feel any bad vibes off these two people. They're concentrated on themselves, you see. But when people are in that stiff mode, when they're all stiff, you can tell that, you know, they're like, you know, under robotic control, basically. It's like mechanical robotic control. But isn't it funny that these people stop right here, you know, like, there's the unassuming, the unconscious gang stalking, and Uruguayans are really bad at it because in the city they all live like bunk beds and stuff like this, like massively close lives to each other, and it's segregated in the houses. So you have just guys in a house. Like the one I was in, there was like 12 people, and they're really like used to being close like that, and they're socialists too. Remember, they're socialists, and communism is basically the same as socialism. It's like disguised communism here. Basically, Uruguay is disguised communism, and they all, you know, they just want to say, hey, we're socialists. And especially now that you've got a new government of the right in, and everybody wants to change the firm. You see, it's like a firm. It's like a gangster term, if you have a firm. It's basically like government gangster stuff. And, you know, Uruguay's past is recent, like Australia, and speckled all the same, like all the other countries. And they say even that the East Germans moved here. And, you know, I know there's a lot of Germans here. There's a special German school in the city. And you say, well, that's just one German school. But you've got to understand, Uruguay is so tiny that only one specialty shop or school will exist in like one town or the city, basically, not even in the towns. The towns are very poor, like it's just people building Besser brick homes, you know what I mean? And it's very close, the blocks of land are close. Of course there's rich people, there's like this upper class, that they all have good homes. And look, this chick here, I knew it. I reckon she's a baiter. She's trying to like bait me in because she's a lady. We're going to get a full face on here now. I know it. She's just walking my zone. She's come back already. Look, she just turned around. She's walking by zone. Look, it's that small here, the population, this lady coming. It's the same lady that just came past, and I said she checked the exit. And if she's a local, they don't do that, and she's real stiff. And she's now coming up. She just walked up, like walked from that way in line with me more. So now she's like perfectly in line with me, which is fantastic. We can get her face on camera at least. But yeah, we can get her face at least on camera here. Oh, now she's walking. Now she's realised what I'm going to do. She's walking back the other way, like away from me towards the ocean more. And she knows that I know, because I seen her body language just then look away. Because you can feel conscious ley lines between people. Anyway, over there is a town called Atlantida. Atlantida over there is very like what they consider rich. Is just like a normal small town in Australia. No, and it's like a rich town, but it doesn't even have anything. Just the basic stuff like the money exchange, a good shop, you know, like a supermarket, a big supermarket, where things are more expensive and stuff. And so they get some specialty items, you know. They get some specialty items in there. But I'm sure this lady here is part of something. I can tell by her stiff body language that she is part of something, and you know, it's very obvious. Like, she was thinking to walk towards me, but you know, now she's like realised, I think, to walk the other way. It's very interesting though. You can just tell by body language, really, you know, who is who, and you know, it's very obvious. The build on people. Like if you look at someone, and you see like what they're wearing, right, and how they walk, how they check other people. Because there's this thing I called hive mind referencing about 2 years ago, when I was filming the series called Extreme Gang Stalking, caught on camera. I've still got to publish them, they're on my old computer. That was on this stretch of beach, and I'm pretty sure I recognise her even. I think I even recognise her. I'm sure that she's like a cop or something undercover. It's funny, she'll just do my zone as well. Let's see how far she goes. She come from like further down because they want to see where else I'm going. And if it's just a community member doing nothing, she's still under like agent control when coming past me, because I can feel the anxiety. They create like a bubble of anxiety, or like a connection of anxiety, because their positive charge. See how she was walking in shoes on the beach as well. So she's not normally at the beach. She's not a beach person. You know what I mean? It was fairly obvious. Yeah, you know, it can help you walk on the beach, but you come to the beach to relax, and normal people who are just switched off, who are not being robotic portals to you, because that's what she's being, a robotic portal to me. She's an active agent. I can just tell. This is what I'm trying to say to you now, train to you now, how to spot the active agent. That's what this video is going to be called, how to spot the active agent. It's that anxiety, all of us, not just TIs, but every indigo, every like soul human who goes within themselves and can feel that stuff and is sensitive to, you know, lighter energies. They've all said the same thing, that they feel a lot of anxiety to conform, basically, is why you're feeling that anxiety. And also the positive charge naturally, I said they're more positive charged because they don't ground, they don't connect, they're disconnected. They're like a surface virus that's taken what comes up through people and spread it onto the surface to make society and our language and stuff, right? That's all come from within. Ideas come first before you build something. And then, you know, they're a surface virus. They've taken it and they're just a surface mind. It's like just this surface virus. That's how I just want to keep explaining it. One day I'll make a video and explain it more. But that's good enough. It's a cross current to the conscious forward flow, which comes from within. And that's what we've said they don't have, right? They're empty inside, empty shells. So, you know, it doesn't matter if she was a police officer or not. She was the same in like spying and recognizing my face for the Matrix. So it doesn't matter if she's an active like duty police officer or something, or she's just a worried community member, or you know, that worry is low energy. There's no reason for anxiety, because the time wave zero taught McKenna that. Terence McKenna said that. He said, you know, anxiety isn't necessary, because if everything is timed, then that's what you're meant to be doing. And if you don't think so, that is the compromised mind. It doesn't know. It's retarded. It's disconnected. It doesn't know. And that's all these people are, except for when they become an agent. They seem to become a little bit more super intelligent, because there's like some demon or robotic agent of the Matrix. There's like 4 types. The alien agent, right? What is alien? And those people with the big pupils under dopamine dilation, they're like controlled by that 8th dimensional octopus idea, or some like alien entity that's got like its mental claws onto people's heads in another like dimension, in another realm. So this guy here could be suspicious too, because I already see he's looking away from me as well. So it's the anxiety, the looks, and that they're like worried about you. It's like a worry they have about you. Like he was worried when I had the phone. So it's pretty interesting. Sorry, cut out there. Well, beautiful day anyway. It's nice. And you know, so I can see that lady is gone already. That lady has walked up. That lady has walked up already. She's off the beach, so she only went like another exit or something anyway. Yeah, that lady has already gone off the beach. So that's interesting. I was right about her. You can feel these people. Like he had an anxiety, this guy here, he had an anxiety that I had the phone up. Why? If he's not doing anything, why does it matter? Like he, from first look, he like looked to the side, you know, that quick anxious look to the side. He'd done that. That's like just active agent. Doesn't matter if he's like a cop or something. It's just him being an active agent, alright? When they're in that anxiety like that. And their positive charge automatically goes onto you. It's like they can't help the suckers because you're anionized. And those ions need to meet.